What's up? I'm David Burns, EAS Certified Master Beekeeper. Good to be with you again for another beekeeping video. Thank you so much for watching. Recently, something happened that was really sad. A fellow YouTube content creator on beekeeping, his account was actually hacked. And one of my B Team 6 members that watch his channel actually sent me the link to his channel where he was talking about all at once he had a strong password and everything, but hackers took over his account. And they actually took over his phone, he said, and got authentication and how to get back in through Google into his account. That's just staggering. You know how Google sends out when you log in sometimes and you've got a strong password, YouTube or Google, they'll send you back a second checkpoint to verify that it's you, and they'll usually send that to your phone like a text message or an email. You have to click yes, it's me if you're signing in again from a new device or something. And somehow hackers can intercept that code and they actually will get it and log into Google or YouTube. And so this is very alarming. When I heard about that, I was really thinking, oh my gosh, because he said he had over 400 beekeeping videos that he lost. And I think he said he'd been doing this, I don't know how many years, right? Forever. And so good news, I think he was able to get most of his videos back. I think YouTube worked with him to kind of take the account back over from the people that hacked into it. Why would you hack into a beekeeping account? I mean, what is there to be gained on beekeeping, right? I don't understand that, but I'm glad that it's looking better for him. Well, what that caused me to do was actually start looking. I immediately went on and chatted with my YouTube rep and said, hey, what is it that I can do to really tighten up my security? I don't want this to happen to my channel. I've worked hard on these videos for them to go away or something, someone just to hack in and take it over. And they gave me a bunch of links of things to look up. And one of the things I noticed that really got my attention was using a security key. Now, at first I thought, oh my gosh, this sounds complicated, expensive. What does that mean? What's a security key? And so I'm pretty good at doing research. When I'm not sure about something, I'll really dig in and find out more information rather than just give up, right? And so I learned about this company called Yubico. And a lot of people on YouTube have videos where they talk about this secure key. And I want to tell you about that. I think it's important for you to know about this, and if you have data on either your Gmail account or YouTube that you really need to protect and be aware of, then this security key really is the answer. Now, as far as I can remember, I've never had a video that was sponsored or being promoted by someone, but this one is. And here's how it happened. I don't really think it is, but I wanted to be totally upfront and honest and transparent. So what happened was I bought with my own money 2 Yubico security keys. I think they were like 40, 50 bucks on Amazon. I bought 2 of them. I only need 1, but I bought 2 in case I lost one. I could put 1 in my safe or something. And I bought them with my own money and I tried it out. And oh my gosh, I couldn't believe how nice this is, how much better I feel that unless you put that, it's like a thumb drive. It looks like a little tiny thumb drive. I'll show you one in a minute. You just put it in your computer. When you sign in, Google will say, what's your password? They may still have a second layer, but immediately a screen's going to pop up and say, put in your security key and touch it. Google will tell you that, and then you touch it and they say, good, it's you, and then you can log in. So unless somebody has your password, your cell phone, and your security key, no way they're getting in. So that's pretty awesome. So I actually emailed the company afterward and said, hey, I'm going to make a video about this key because it kind of relates to beekeeping and that a beekeeping account was hacked. And they said, oh great, hey, we'll sponsor the video, we'll send you 2 keys. And so I said, okay, fine, but I'm not going to keep these 2 keys. I'd rather buy my own stuff. But look at this. They sent me these 2 keys, and I am saying this is a great product to help secure your accounts. I'm actually going to give these away to you. Someone is going to win these 2 keys today as a gift. I don't need them, so I'm going to send them on to you, and you can use them. I can't tell you how easy it was to set it up. It's all done through Google. You go in there, you answer their questions when you click on the security tab, and you just tell them that you're going to be using one of these security keys, and very easy. I set it up in less than 2 minutes. That's how easy it was. If you don't want to wait and see if you're the winner of these 2 keys, then you can certainly go follow the link below. I'll have an Amazon affiliate link where you can purchase these on Amazon like I did. You only need 1, but I lose stuff pretty easily, so I got 2 of them just in case I misplace one. It's going to be hard to get back in if I can't find my key, right? So I put 1 in my big safe, and I got 1 in my back wallet. But this is really a good way to add a security layer to our internet experience. Let's be honest, we have a lot of stuff on the internet. And if you're a business person, you do a lot of work on Google or with YouTube, you have a lot of valuable information that means a lot to you. Photos, family photos, maybe Google Drive. You just have a lot of stuff that you don't want to lose. So this is going to add a very secure layer to it. And I want to thank Yubico for sending these to, allowing me to give these away to a lucky winner. All right, here's how you're going to win these 2 keys. The first person to identify correctly what we store in the red, white, and blue bin behind me. Right over there, the one that we painted recently. What do we store in that red, white, and blue bin? You guess it correctly, first person, you're going to win these 2 security keys worth $100. Well, it's good to be with you for coffee time. Thanks for watching. I really do enjoy spending time with you around the table, having some coffee together, and many of you enjoy this coffee time a lot. Thanks for telling me that. It inspires me to keep doing it. I'll get a few comments that say, yeah, I don't like the coffee time. I just want the beekeeping stuff. Well, you can pause and be done watching. But those of you that enjoy coffee time, get your cup of coffee ready and we'll talk. Today I want to talk about having hope. The other day I was thinking about hope and being optimistic, and let's face it, there are a lot of things going on in our lives that can really stomp out any hope and cause us to be not to be optimistic about the future. And that's a challenge, I think, especially as you get older, you hit middle age and beyond. Sometimes life changes and you don't feel hopeful, or you don't have optimism like you once had. I want to talk about that today. I thought about it a little bit, and I thought, do I have hope? Am I a person of hope? What am I hoping for? Somebody said, or I read it in a book, that you should have something that you're hoping for. What do you hope for? And I thought that was interesting. You know, what do I wake up and hope for? We all hope for little things, like I hope the sun will rise tomorrow. I hope I stay healthy. You know, we have those kind of day-to-day hopeful ideas. I hope the sun is out and it's going to be a nice day. I hope I can get all my projects finished on time. But I think we need to have more hope than just our day-to-day routine. And I wondered what that would be. What am I really hoping for? So I thought, I had to think a while, and I thought, okay, I do have the day-to-day things that I'm hoping for, hoping that I can have a good breakfast, a good cup of coffee. I hope that it doesn't rain today. I hope that I feel good. I hope I don't get a headache. You know, we have those little hopes that are kind of the smaller day-to-day things. But then I thought, okay, the next step is a little further out. Well, with my YouTube channel here, I'm hoping to reach 100,000. Now that's really projected far out. That might take me well over another year to reach 100,000. I'm very happy that we just crossed 70,000 recently. That really does warm my heart. What am I hoping for? I'm hoping to reach 100,000. And I think what has really been really good for me on reaching and striving for 100,000 is it's caused me to be more deliberate and more purposeful in the day-to-day videos that I make for you guys. So it brings me to something that's happening in our country that we hear a lot about, and that is that it's hard to find workers. Have you heard that too? I keep traveling to different cities and places, and I see signs up all the time says now hiring, paying $15 an hour, $18 an hour. Some places are closing early because they don't have workers. It's amazing, especially the food industry. And so I know that some people say that people are tired of working and they'd rather get unemployment. Other people say people aren't satisfied with the pay that they're giving. And I understand all of that. I don't want to get political and I don't want to get you all fired up. This is about hope. But my point is, I wonder if some people have decided that they want a bigger dream. Maybe the job that they were working, they decided to go back to college. Maybe they decided to become a YouTuber. Maybe they decided to stay home and take early retirement. A lot of options. I mean, it may not be that everyone, I hear people say they just don't, people are lazy. They don't want to work anymore. I don't know if that's everybody's reasoning. I think there are some legitimate reasons that people are decided to, again, to pursue a different career, to go back to college, join the military. I mean, there could be a lot of reasons. Sometimes people need something like a pandemic to inspire them to do something different, to pursue something that got them out of their routine, I guess, which ties into hope, doesn't it? If you're not careful, you can keep doing the same unhappy thing that you don't like over and over and day after day and month after month. And you don't really have hope. You kind of start getting discouraged. So sometimes we sort of need prodded to think about something else and that we could have a greater hope about something we want to pursue. Well, maybe some people lost their job and they were thinking, well, I lost my job. This gives me time to pursue what I've always wanted to do. Now that's hope. It may not work out, but isn't it exciting to say, I want to try something new. I want to try something different. I want to pursue something in my heart that I've always wanted to do. Now I have the time to do it. And it's kind of cool, isn't it, to think of it that way. That brings a level of hope back into our soul, into our spirit, where we say, aha, I'm hopeful that I can really become a pianist or an artist. I'm hopeful that I can go back to college and finish my degree. I'm hopeful that I can start my orchard and become an apple farmer. I mean, stuff like that. It's kind of cool to think of pursuing something because you wake up with a kind of a more excited passion, more hope in your mind about it. And I know that many of you started beekeeping during the pandemic because you were, kind of confined at home, not much to do, and you've always wanted to be a beekeeper, and all at once like, wow, I'm going to be a beekeeper. And maybe some of you are right now watching thinking, you know what, that could be something fun. I like honey, and I like watching your YouTube videos, and I might want to be a beekeeper. It would give you a level of hope to think, okay, I need to buy the equipment, I need to get the bees. How do you start beekeeping? I need to find a way to start thinking and reading and researching and growing my knowledge base. All of that is fun, it's enjoyable, it's a pursuit, and it raises up your level of hope. Now again, we have day-to-day hopes that we have, and we have further out hopes, next week, next month, the end of the year. But what about hoping for something long-term? Hoping for a career change, hoping for someone to fall in love with that you can spend your life with. Those are long-term hopes that sort of inspire us and motivate us to have the energy every day to wake up and do something new and pursue something like that. Well, that's what I wanted to tell you today. Let's think about really being hopeful and optimistic. Let's figure out ways that we can be hopeful and stay optimistic, even though things aren't the way we want them. We have our share of hard times and bad times. We can still have hope and be optimistic. Thanks for joining me for Coffee Time of Hope. I hope that I've inspired you and motivated you and caused you to be a little more optimistic. I'll see you next time.